Now that you've selected your rifle, let's talk about what we're going to add to it. The first investment we need to make are sights. I like to start with the secondary sights, the mechanical sights. The mechanical sights I use are from Troy Industries. I use their folding tritium M4 set with a dioptic rear aperture. On this model, the rear aperture is diamond shaped instead of the standard circular shape of most models. This shape makes finding aperture center, which is crucial for an accurate sight picture, much faster and much more consistent. The tritium dots provide an enhanced low light capability in the case I need to use them in an emergency. I do consider mechanical sights to be my emergency method to reference the rifle. If I'm resorting to them, it means that my optic has failed, which is highly unlikely. Because of this, I prefer them to be metal and solid. I don't want any plastic parts on a sight that will be my last resort. Next, we have the optical sights. I know there's a lot of choices out there, and many people in the industry are very emotional in their support for certain devices. The device I recommend is based on my special operations combat experience. I use the same device that was the preferred optic in my former unit, and the one I prefer, the EOTech HoloSight. When it comes to close quarters engagements, there is simply not another optic that is as fast and easy to acquire in your line of sight. It offers much more field of view, which makes acquiring the sight in non-standard and awkward positions much easier. The field of view makes it easy to use with head-mounted night vision as well. The specific model I'm using is the EXPS 3.0 with night vision compatibility. I'm also using the EOTech G33 magnifier. This provides me with 3 times magnification on demand. The model can also be quickly moved in and out of my line of sight with its slap-to-side mount. It also has a rear diopter which compensates for any acuity error in my eyes and makes distant objects much sharper. In the event I don't want to have it on my rifle, I can easily remove it, and it's small enough to fit in my pouch or pocket. I also have my optics on a 1/2-inch quick-release riser. This is for 2 reasons. First, it allows my head to stay in a natural position as I bring my sights to my line of sight, instead of my line of sight to the rifle. Second, in the rare event that my optics are rendered inoperable, I can very quickly remove them to expose my mechanical sights. Yes, that's right, I don't co-witness my sights. I've jumped from 29,000 feet in freezing temperatures with EOTechs, submersed them in water, climbed with them, dropped them, exposed them to explosions, and employed them on multiple combat tours. I've had no issues with them other than the occasional compressed battery spring, a problem that was solved with the new battery mount. I've seen an EOTech with a bullet hole in it and still functioning, so no, I'm not worried about co-witnessing. But by all means, use what you're comfortable with. Lasers are great tools, and you don't need night vision devices to make use of them. A visible laser can work great as a secondary aiming device should your optic go down. It also works great as a visual deterrent or as a target identification device. Everybody speaks the language of the red laser, so it does a great job of communicating your intent. The price point on good laser devices has really come down in the recent years. The newer models come with both visible and infrared lasers that are collimated to each other. This means I can actually zero my IR laser using my visible laser and vice versa. Some models will also come with an IR area light as well. Currently, I'm using the Laser Devices D-Ball D2. It's slightly bulkier than some other models, but the outstanding performance I get from the area light at long ranges is well worth it to me. This and other models are also available for purchase on the Green Eye Tactical website.